What's going on, guys? Quick short little video here today. I keep reading online that full bridge amplifiers aren't clean. They sound dirty. And this is probably one of the biggest misconceptions, blatant lies, everything else on social media. I mean, people say that they're just not right at all. They have no clue what they're talking about. And I only know this because I follow a guy here on YouTube named Sam. He's got a channel called Bear Vids, and he's probably one of the best amp repair technicians in the world. The dude definitely knows what he's talking about. And he's already cleared this up, but so many people just, that's the first thing they say when you say you want to run like tar amps or another full bridge amp is, oh God, they sound dirty. No, actually they don't. They got pretty much same filtering in them as your Korean amplifiers. All a full bridge amp really honestly is it's the equivalent of strapping two half bridge amps together. That's really all it is. It's like pretty much two half bridge amps on the same board that are already strapped together for you. That's why generally they don't like the lower ohm loads, because they're already strapped. And for most of them to be 1 ohm stable, that's like strapping two Korean amps or half bridge amps. It's like strapping two of them at a 1 ohm load where each amp already sees half. Pretty much that's already done on the inside. And they sound just as clean as any other amp. I mean, you know, you want to get technical, you can take crappy Chinese amps like the Team Pi amps, and you can compare them to a cheaper Brazilian amp like Tar amps, and you're going to get the same sound quality. Then we hear another misconception is, oh, them full bridge amps don't like to play lows. Bullshit. Like bullshit. When I had Tar amps in here, this thing would play 18 hertz strong. Chris Kyle, I mean, that dude runs Tar amps. That's all he's ran in his vehicle. And everybody calls him Mr. 15 Hertz. Why would they call him Mr. 15 Hertz if he couldn't play lows because he has Tar amps or full bridge amps? I'm waiting. Come on, guys. Help me out here. No. But yeah, the people I see, they just, God, there's so many idiots out there. That's why when I get into these groups, you know, I jump into a lot of groups on Facebook to read about things. Sometimes I learn something, you know. But just the stuff I see in there and the advice I see given, a lot of people should just quit giving advice, because most of it's terrible. And, you know, so many people have shared the same wrong advice that it has now became like an old folklore. It's like every time somebody hears the term full bridge or Tar amps, they automatically are like, oh my God, it's going to catch fire. It won't play lows and it's going to sound dirty. Just because so many people keep sharing shitty information with no knowledge or no testing of the product. I've tried full bridge. I know what they can do. And I've never had one catch on fire. I mean, the only one I ever blew was a 12K, and that's because I had some bad cells in my first lithium battery. But I've ran them way below impedance. And I've never had one blown because I had good electrical on it. And having good electrical allows the protection circuitry in them to work properly. That's first and foremost. So you got to feed it the power, and they'll be fine. Everybody says they're power hungry. Yeah, well, any amp, I mean, they're actually pretty efficient. Any amp is going to take power to make power. They catch on fire. Well, yeah, any amp catch on fire. The problem with the full bridge is when they first come out, they were so cheap that people were looking at them and they're like, well, my God, I can get the 8K. I can get an 8K. I mean, when they first came out, I think it were $300 for an 8K that actually did 8K. So everybody was buying them, and, you know, oh, Joe Redneck was like, I already got that piece of 4 gauge ran from the front battery to the back. We'll go ahead and hook her up. One battery, stock alternator, 4 gauge. Yeah, it's going to blow. Probably catch on fire. And that's kind of where it all started, you know. Guys to jump on Amazon and get a damn CCA 1-aught wiring kit and run from the front with a stock alternator, lead acid battery under the hood, run it to the back to like 1 AGM and expect to run an 8K off of it. It ain't going to work. It's going to catch on fire. And, you know, that's where a lot of this come from. And a big part of it, too, I think, is from the guy that went out there and spent a ton of money on big-name Korean amplifiers to get his ass handed to him in the lanes by Billy Bob from the trailer park with a bunch of tar amps, you know. That's another part of it. Everybody just started hating on tar. I choose tar amps. It's like the most popular of the Brazilian or full bridge style amplifiers. I'm going to say the best out of all the full bridge by far would be Powerus. I mean, I wouldn't mind running Powerus. Them amps are just straight beast and they're full bridge. But yeah, I mean, guys, when you're scrolling on the old social media or you're looking for an amp to buy, my God, do your own research. Don't ask these yokels in these Facebook groups because the majority of them are idiots. And they will fight you tooth and nail on what they believe without knowing the facts of it. But all right, everybody, I'm out of here. I got to go to work, guys. Peace out, and as always, bass on.